we should be live again here. So yeah, we'll do a quick playthrough. This is 6 aspects. I've been working on this for like getting close to 4 years. It's like 3 years. So hope you like it. Zortgeimer, I guess you're one of our people that's part of the Agage. Is that what? Oh wow, there's a ton of people in here. All right, well I guess I should give you guys a show. Oh yeah, we'll just play it through real quick. Let's go to the start screen here and see if you guys like it. I've been working on this for quite a while. Where's my start screen? I think you guys are gonna like the music at least. It's my musician's thrown down some pretty sick tracks. So title screen, and then I'll put out a new build for this soon so you guys can play it as well. So that should be good for you all. This is not going to be perfect because it's playing in the thing, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to reset our save so you can get a better idea of how it'll start out. This is basically a tactics game where you're running 6 different units of characters. When they get into combats, they're going to run automatically. So you click on your characters, you can see them, all their stats and things down here. Yeah, so we're just going to throw some characters into the unit. We've got all of the extra characters sitting over here in a toy box area is what we call this. So I'll click on add, and I'll click on the character I want to add. So if I want this female archer, here's all her abilities depending on which row that she's standing in. She's actually going to get some bow abilities eventually. We haven't built out all the skills for the characters just yet. We're getting there. We're getting to that part where we're authoring all the content. It's more along the lines of an old game called Ogre Battle. But it does similar things to what tactics games do. But I have a couple of little flavor choices that we're going to point out. So depending on which row that she's standing on, she can do a staff attack in the front, throws and blast in rows 2 and 3, or if she's in the back, she'll do like a snowball. There's no special effect for that one right now, but yeah, if we want to move her around, we'll click on move. We also need to set our leaders for the units. So like, we're over here. If your leader dies, then your unit starts fleeing back home. So we'll set this guy to our leader, and we want to keep him protected behind these guys. So we'll move some stuff around here. We want him to do his fireball, so we need him in rows 4 or 5. This one actually has a bow attack here, which is really cool. There we go, much better. Is my sound okay? Can you hear me over the music, or do I need to flip anything around? I think it should be okay, but I don't know. I have my sound turned pretty far down. I'm also like trying to change my lighting so you can see my eyes a little bit better, but yeah, I still have some work to do to kind of get things up to par with the stream. There is an older demo of this game that's not going to have all the things that I'm going to show you here, that you can get off of the website as well. But it does have playable stages. Music's a bit loud. Okay, let me fix that. Let's see if I do my mixer. That's not mixer. Hold on. mixer. Yeah, we'll just turn that down to like 50% and maybe that'll help. It felt like it was a little bit too loud. Anyways, you get the idea. We can basically put the characters in the units, add them to the units, that sort of thing. If we remove a character, they'll go back into this toy box. So if we say, oh, we don't want this guy anymore, we remove him, he goes over here. We'll probably give you enough characters you can fill out all the units, or do something where we can add characters in later. Right now, there's no plans to have like a store where you can purchase items or purchase some sort of purchase like characters or do any of that stuff. Yeah, I kind of figured the volume did feel a little bit loud, so yeah, I'm glad you said something. I'm glad I asked. I'm glad you said something. I hope you're enjoying the music too, because my musician really did a lot of good work on that. There is going to be some class changing, so once it is that we level up to a certain point, we click on a character, we click on class, and then we can click on these, and so you can see requirements: level 2, defense 2. His alignment has to be a certain alignment, and then it costs us 200 gold to do it. And so now it's telling us here's the stats that we need to change to it. It'll also change this picture over here, and it'll change their abilities too. So we've got I want to say I'll be implementing something. I want to implement at least 20 classes into the game, but it'll probably be closer to like 30 eventually. So if we try to go ahead and do this and we say confirm, it's going to say not met, and then it'll just change him back to what he was. So all of that stuff is working. Last but not least, we have the tactics, and I'm considering taking away this leader tactic. This allows us to focus our attacks on the leader. So like on this particular unit, we can make it, like the highest defense character. And on this one, we can make, lowest HP. And so if I go back here, it's going to keep that way. So that gives you a little bit of control when you're doing your battles, but all the battles run automatically. I actually don't play with these too much, so this should be interesting. So the closest. Sweet. So now we're ready to choose a level. We just added this map into the game. I've got a couple of artists that I'm paying to do things like this, which is, yeah, I really am happy with the way the map turned out. We've got our stage 1 over here. I might add some more stuff to kind of tell you what's going on. And right now, like as soon as you click on this, you're starting that stage. So I might actually add an additional level of menu type things you're gonna have to go through. You know, like you'll hover over it, it'll tell you the name of the stage, that sort of thing. That's probably what we need to do. Okay, so here we are in our first stage. This is just kind of giving us a rundown on how to do things in the game. We also have a timer that's going to start running here that's timing us to take our turn. I'm calling this real-time turn-based combat, or basically like a fantasy game that's real-time turn-based. So what's going to happen is we will click on our units, and then we'll click on a place where we want them to go. And so we're setting up exactly like those locations where we want them to go. Also, we can click and hold, and we can change their direction when we get to where we want to go. So we could change it so our direction is that way, which matters because there's flanking and back attacks in the game. And so like if that mage is in the front row, he's only going to use his staff attack instead of his fireball. The fireball is actually built into the game, which is nice. You can see that this countdown is going. Right now this is set to a full 2 minutes. If this counts all the way down, then you will lose. Basically, it's going to hit this go button for you. There's no fog of war in the game. I'm actually probably going to go back and either scrap these starter maps, or I need to flesh them out a little bit more and make them look a little bit nicer, because I've got some more textures to play around with on them. The combats, though, those screens are pretty good, though. Yeah, this will probably change in the future as far as the number of countdowns. We'll probably change it so there's a hard mode where it is that those countdowns go a bit faster, type of thing. Zooming in and out is scroll wheel, so I can scroll wheel in and out to zoom in and out. Depending on the type of terrain that you're on, it'll change the backdrop, and it also affects your characters and how they fight. So like if you're a water type aspect, there's 6 different elemental aspects in the game, then you'll fight better in water. You'll do more damage, that sort of thing. And we just added in more verbosity to the combats to tell you when you're doing that extra damage because of where your aspect and your other stuff is lining up in the game. So we're going to try to flank this guy, I guess. No, actually we need to... I really wanted to have things in the game where it was like, you had like these kind of nail-biting moments where you could actually miss combats because you chose to basically put the guys in the wrong place. There's not smart pathing in the game, so like if you're next to a path, right now like there's nothing that actually makes you path in an intelligent way. You can see we're in plains right now, and then if I click off, you can see her aspect is plus 40%. That means her aspect for the area that she's in is giving her an additional 40% damage. And then her move type is also plains, so she gets an extra 40% for that as well. And so you can see that on each one of these. Although the fog of war is not making it, it kind of makes it look bad in the back, so I might have to do something about that. You also notice that the music changes when we go into the combats, and then when we pull back out, it's going to change again. So we flanked them, they were facing right on that one. You can see that our numbers changed up a bit because of our terrain type. Why this says 31%. That's kind of an odd, that's a pretty weird percentage to see. See if we can catch this guy in the water. Depending on the type of terrain that you're in, your guys will actually move faster or slower. So paths make your guys move faster, and other types of like forests and different things can slow you down as well. Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, this is... People talk about like their life's work. Like this is, right now, this is my life's work right now as far as the passion project that I've got with the most stuff. And eventually I'm looking at releasing it on Steam and then retailing it at around $20. Although I've had some people complain about that price point. But it's one of those things, you're the artist, and so you get to choose the price on stuff. Sure, man. I really appreciate the raid. I'll play through this stage, and we'll play through the next stage. Yeah, man. Thanks so much. Thanks for raiding me. I really appreciate it. Hope everyone else is enjoying the stream. Looks like we've got a lot of people that are not as verbose. So in order for us to win the stage, we can either destroy all the enemies, or we can take over their enemy base. We had some extra stuff in the coding for the bases, where if you were on top of a base, no matter where they hit you from, you were always facing forward, but that turned out to be a problem. So we got rid of that extra scripting. Let's see if we can catch this guy. Most of the stages should play pretty quickly. Like I don't really want people spending more than 15 minutes in a stage. The target is to play like really fast battles, so that's kind of really important to me. That's definitely a pillar of the game, is these fast battles, tactical decisions, basically a lot of pre-planning. So we did a lot of that work outside of the, basically getting into the battles, and then the units should run themselves when we're in the battles. And we still make some decisions when we're in the main map, but not too much. It's a lot of like hands off. But it should reward people that really like kind of like min-max and stack their units, that sort of thing. Original game, it allowed you to like heal your units when you were on the towns, that sort of thing, if you stayed on it for a certain amount of time. But I found that to just extend the game unnecessarily and kind of pull you away from the action. So we didn't do that in our version. I'm trying not to make the trying to not make the stage go too quickly right now. Spend a little bit of time so that way we can hopefully get some characters leveled up here. You completely lose control when you hit that go button. Like there's nothing, I can't click on anyone or change directions or do any of that stuff. There's our water scene. I actually see this one too much. Might want to put a backdrop behind these just to make sure you can see those letters sometimes, because the white is definitely washing it all out. It's not good. I kind of want to fill in these other boxes with information, but I'm not sure what kind of information to put inside them right now. Might even recenter that whole box thing. That might be a good idea. Yeah, see, I missed it with the top one. Completely missed it. Yeah, I think the water definitely slows down the first stage a little bit too much. This is not going to be the first stage of the game. Although we may bring it back at another part of the game later. Okay, we'll do a quick one. I was also thinking about making a stage where it's like a hunting stage, where it's just like some monsters roaming around to allow you to level up your characters, that sort of thing. Maybe do like what Disgaea does, where you can make the characters stronger in those stages. Did they retake that town? No, they didn't. Okay, let's just go ahead and move in here. can't click on this castle for some reason. I should be able to click right through it, but I can't. So maybe I could work on that. Take a look at that stuff. Get any characters leveled up. We got a rating, a score, real-time emission is working. So all this stuff seems to be working on this congratulations scene. Here's where it is that we can decide what to do with the people in the towns in this area. If we destroy everything, we can actually settle more people in here. That could also have different ramifications later in the game. I'm not sure how good or bad this is going to be. I was really trying to figure out how to portray that in the game, because some of the things in the game kind of harken to that. I think we need to add where when the characters are dead on the screen, like they collapse right away. Although I don't know if we have any dead characters. Yeah, so like this guy's dead, but you'd have no way of knowing it. So we probably need to display that in some way. We don't have any of the gold or any of that stuff balanced yet, so we get way too much gold for our own good, so we'll probably need to pull some of those numbers down a bit. Go ahead and heal everybody here, and then if we try to heal again, everybody's already healed. We didn't have anyone level up, so we can just move it to the next stage. So we'll go to choose level. We now have a second level here on that second stage. Yeah, none of the text on the characters is like final at all in any way. Like it's just placeholder-y text just to like test out the game. Flanked him. Not sure if we have a thing where, like, depending on what row you're in, you do less damage. I don't think we have anything like that. Like, if you're melee and you're in the back, you do less damage. They're all at 17 hit points. It's interesting. It's kind of interesting. So catch this guy. We caught him. That road, man. Really fast on that road. Still hanging on there. I think we'll just rush. Let's see if we can rush their main base before they get to ours. Got a pretty beefy unit here in the back guarding our base, so maybe we'll be okay. See how that road just makes him move so much faster than the girl next to him. Get him, Joshua. Get him. I think our unit that's moving back up the path, I think she lost her leader, so she's fleeing. Leaders have the gold border around their head. Take a look at her in a minute. They enlist the help of the kobold. Taking them down in Chinatown. Oh no, her leader's still here. Okay. She's facing in a funny direction. Fighting in the forest. It's a forest fight. We're forest fighters. she lose her leader? Yeah, so this one lost her leader, so she's gonna flee back home. I love the way the town turned out. It really kind of has a nice look to it. Don't you lose, Gabe. See that arrow coming out. Crit come up. I'm by myself. I think they win. I'm still just gonna run right past that guy. Even a leaderless unit will still attack as long as whenever it gets engaged. Look, we're gonna win again. Hey, there we go. We got 22 level ups. That's a lot. Settle. Rating. We got an S rating on that one. Minutes and 54 seconds, so it took us about 13 minutes to finish that. That's important. Alright. Yeah, this one of the units got like wiped. Let's see how much it costs to heal everybody now. 8,000. Should be able to actually level some of these guys up, so let's try to level this guy up. Gonna make him into a fire mage, confirm. 300 gold. There we go. That's another thing we spent money on, which is that those level changes. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get to bed. So, good night everybody. Have a good one.